What you're looking at here is a massive wine glass on my desk filled with water right next to my computer so I can keep a few select red shrimp. Now, I've tried to keep these shrimp a few times in the past, and I think that now I have it down. The wine glass is essential. So now that I have basically what I need, I am going to make this amazing shrimp tank that is hopefully going to breed shrimp and look great on my desk for a long time to come. Obviously, it is very small, and yes, come after me. I did buy the shrimp the same day I set up the tank, but I did a few things that I would say allowed me to do that. First, we washed off the aquarium gravel, the cheapest, smallest bag I could have found. Wish I would have gotten some sand. You know, this gravel is real chunky, and is about the only thing that looks rough in the tank. Some sand or even some black gravel would look great. Then I got this piece of wood for no apparent reason, and I threw it in there after a quick rinse. I ended up not using this piece of wood because, well, let's just say I took it from a place and I feel like there might be an evil spirit on it. So we're not going to use it. We're actually going to go return it from the lake, and hopefully nothing comes after me. But it did look pretty cool. It just didn't really work out. I could have glued some rocks to it to help it stay down, but I didn't. But overall, the tank, I mean, who doesn't want a massive wine glass nano tank for their desk? I've tried keeping these guys before in a nano tank, but it didn't really work out. Why? Because topping off in a small tank is fucking tremendous. I hate doing it. I don't necessarily hate doing it, but when you have to do it 2-3 times a day, it's real tough. So I started off with just a real small sponge filter, the smallest one I could find. It's actually, I thought it was going to be too small, and I put it in there, and it was fucking huge. Either way, we're going to use it, and it's going to work out well, along with the smallest pump I could find. I actually got this pump at Walmart, and it works good, you know. It's pretty loud, not going to lie. I would say don't get it from Walmart. Then I went out and I got some rocks that are covered in piss from my apartment's dogs. And once I threw all those in there, then I started thinking about the plants, so I went to my mom's tank. I stole some plants. I also stole some water from the tank, so that way I'm going to put it in there. Wrote "don't drink" on it, because I'm a thirsty guy. But this water and the plant should work together, hopefully to create an environment that they can live in, kind of like an instant cycle. I didn't like rinse off the plant or anything, and all this decomposing matter, and man, my wife really stepped the fuck out of it, but it's okay. These are my inhabitants, my little Alberts. I call all of my cherry red shrimp Albert, for no apparent reason at all. But once I get all of my little Alberts in the tank, I think that they will be extremely happy, and boom, this is when I move it to my desk. I pour tap water conditioner on it, so that way I get a little bit of peace in mind. I will be using RO water and shrimp remineralizer as I go on with this project. I just use tap water to set up all my tanks, did it with my saltwater tank, every single tank. I don't know, it works out for me. So then we get the light going on it. I am going to try to put it on the wall, but obviously I have some stuff on the wall. But once I get this thing fully going, it will be great. Hopefully all of these shrimp survive. I only started with 4 because that's all I could get with $20. These little shrimp are fucking expensive. But I'm going to start with 4, and then if I need more, then I'll get more. And hopefully they start breeding, and in 6 months I'll have around, 20, 30 of them. And I plan on moving them into a nice little 10-gallon tank. So without further ado, let's get these shrimp in here. Let's go ahead and add these guys in here. Clean addition to the tank, no issue. So once we got the shrimp into the tank, they instantly started going for the plant, and they started doing good, hanging around the sponge filter. And I think the plant really helped them out with as far as their nutrients was. There was a lot of dead roots and decaying plant matter all around the tank that they could just feast on. And I eventually did take this plant out. And I don't know if it's kind of ruining the tank, because I did put in some other plants in, but the other plants aren't, a massive stock of pothos from an established aquarium. So we'll see how it all goes. But overall, the shrimp are doing fine. I did add them in the first day, and they totally lived. None of them really got shocked. I did acclimate them decently well. You saw me dip in the bag earlier. And I was able to get a couple good shots of these nice big red ones. I think this is a female here. I'm not too sure. Last thing this tank needed though was an auto top off though. Like I said earlier in the video, I hate topping off the nano tanks. So I went on Amazon, I got this for 50 bucks. I went ahead and I attached it to the top of the tank, so now I have even more wires sticking out of this little tiny glass on my desk. And it started working pretty fine. It sits right at the top. It's pretty sleek, super small. And whenever it gets low enough, it adds water. Just got to make sure that there's not too many bubbles around it or leaf matter. It seems like it has a light sensor, and the light wigs out. You know, you have to keep it clean and all that good jazz. Here it is a couple days later. You can see the shrimp are starting to get acclimated real nice. They're starting to hang out. Now, this is where I bear some news. One of the shrimp did not make it. He got the white ring of death after I fed some seaweed from my saltwater tank into this tank. I don't know. I thought it would have worked out. It didn't work out. Homie died. He got the white ring of death. Second thing, when I removed this stock of pothos and I put in my other aquarium plants, the Bacopa, I must have knocked one out or something. I think I fucking hit him and he went out clean cold. So I now only have 2 shrimp. And if I do my best to sex them, I'm pretty sure they are both males, which means I need to get more. So I'm going to get another 4. Just another $20. And that should be 6 shrimp. And I think 6 shrimp is a good, not only starter size for a slow breeding colony, but something for this, I think it would be great. If you want to follow along this journey and you want to see more of this tank, just let me know. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but that's just because I just been enjoying my fish tanks, you know. Really thinking about starting a frag tank for my reef tank. Start trying to sell those frags out as I'm getting overstocked. Hopefully get these shrimp going, and all these projects are just, they're so fun off camera that it's hard to film it all. But if you do want to see more, let me know. I'll try to make more videos and I'll be more active. I hope all of you are having a great day, and I hope all of your tank issues subside. Peace.